Hi everyone, I'm Chanel from Stamping Stilettos, and I'm here today to show you this gorgeous case card using the Baby Bear stamp set. Now the sun is out, so we do have a few shadows, but I hope you can see this gorgeous card. Now I did case this from Pinterest, and it was put on Pinterest by Julie Kettlewell, and that's juliesjapes.blogspot.com, and I'll put that on the screen as well. So thank you, Julie. What an absolutely gorgeous baby card. Now I did say in a video yesterday that I'm going to try and concentrate on occasions and do different occasions for you, so that you can, if you have your tin of cards, you can build up your cards there, or you can make sets for people, or just have a little box with all your occasions done. So today we are doing a baby card, and obviously we can do this in pink or blue. Today I am doing it in the Blushing Bride, so I'll tell you what we're going to be using. So you will be needing the Baby Bear stamp set, and I'm using the sentiment from the tin of cards, which is the Hello Baby, but you could use these, but on this particular card I have Hello Baby because of the size of the heart on the front. So this is the stamp set. We'll also be using the Sweet and Sassy Framelit dies, and we're going to be using the two large hearts and the small heart. Just put that to one side. Now, as far as a cardstock, you will need, now I'm using the Our Craft card, but I think Julie used the soft suede, no, was it crumb cake, I think, but I don't, I want to use the craft cake, and I think craft card, and I think it looks just as lovely. So this is a regular card base, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You will also need a scrap piece of the craft card for the large heart. You will need a small piece of Blushing Bride for the small heart. Now we need two pieces of Very Vanilla, one piece of Very Vanilla for the inside, which is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we will need a scrap piece of very vanilla for the second size heart, so the middle size heart, and then some Very Vanilla for your bear. So let's go ahead and do our stamping. Now firstly, let's do our sentiments, because I always seem to forget to do them. So I am doing these in soft suede, and we're just going to do the, now I've got the Hello and the Baby are separate. Now I did try putting them underneath each other, but I found there was too much of a gap, so I'm going to do these separately. And that's Hello Baby, and then that's going to be our smaller hearts. I'll put that to one side. Now on the inside, so the Very Vanilla, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, I am going to put this sentiment, which is to hug and to hold from this day forward. Such a lovely sentiment. I do love these cards. I love them, love them, love them. So we're going to just pop that down in the middle, and we'll put that to one side. So that's the sentiments done. And then for the bear, I'm just going to put these to one side. We're using, now it's a three-step inking. So let me just close this for a second. I'll show you what inks we have. Now you will start with the lighter one, so have Sahara Sands, then Crumb Cake, and then Soft Suede. I don't know if you can really see it in the light. Obviously they go up in, go up darker. So Sahara Sands is our lightest one, so that's the one we're going to use first, and that is the solid image of the bear. I don't know if you can see that there. So we're just going to ink him up nicely. Now, first time I did this bear, and I stamped the first time with this first image, I thought, oh my gosh, that's, you know, it doesn't look too good, but you wait and see. So this is our first layer. Now, I should have actually put the piercing mat underneath, but it doesn't really matter, it still came out. So if you can see, it's like, oh, is that it? But you wait just a minute. So that's the Sahara Sands. Then we go to the next one up, which is Crumb Cake, and we use the second image. I'm sorry, that's not right. It's this one here, which is, you can see it's got a little bit more detail on. So we're just going to ink that up. Now you'll see he's got like this little gap in between his arms. They're my guides when we're coming down and trying to match that up. So that's the second one, and if you can see, oh, I have gone over, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cut him out. But you know, if you're not going to be cutting him out, then make sure you do line it up. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to cut him out. But if you see, he's changing. And now I've just got to clear this ink pad off with my Stampin' Scrub, which I have off here, because I only have 2 blocks which are large enough for these stamps. So we're going to take that off, and we're going to put the third one on, which has, it's like, you see it goes up, but it's more, that's actually less detail, but you'll see. So just gonna ink him up. Oh, I don't think I've done this right, have I? It doesn't matter. Let me have a look and see. I think this one should have been the second one. It's because it's sunny in here. I can't see as well. I don't think it will matter. Let's have a look and see. No, it doesn't matter. Right, so really, I should have done it the other way around. So that would have been the second one. But you'll see, it actually doesn't matter because he looks just as good. Okay, so that's your bear. Look how cute and adorable he is. So let me just go through this because I did make a boo-boo there. Now, this would be your first stamp, which would be your Sahara Sands. Then this would be your second one, which would be Crumb Cake, and that would be your third one. So the more darker would be the lighter. Then you go up to the middle one, then the darker one. So 1, 2, 3. I actually did it the other way around, but it still doesn't matter. It still came out fantastic. So what we need to do now, that's all of our stamping. So we need to take our paper snips and we need to cut the bear out. So just going to cut around the bear. Now what I'll do is I'm going to just pause this while I cut him out, because you don't want to sit there for 5 minutes watching me. So I'm just going to pause this and I'll be straight back. Okay, right, we are back. Now I have cut him out. Do you know, I was just thinking when I was off camera, I don't think I managed to do a video yet where I haven't made a boo-boo. So anyway, that's the bear cut out. I also forgot to say that you do also need a piece of Blushing Bride, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now we are also using the polka dots embossing folder, which I have already gone and embossed. I love this embossing folder. So this is the polka dots embossing folder, so that's already done. And I have gone and cut the hearts out. The larger one is the craft card, then we have the very vanilla, and then we have the heart. And as you'll see, it's just big enough to cover up the gap in between his arms there. So that's that. So all it needs now is for us to put the card together. So let's get our card base. Now I'm using also, where's it gone? Our, this is our seam binding ribbon, and this is in the Blushing Bride as well. So we're going to be using some of this. So what we need to do is, I'm going to take my fast fuse, and I'm just going to run a bit down the side of the top here, and we're just going to cut a piece that's long enough to go round, because I like to do the band of the ribbon and then do the bow, because I'm pants at bows. So we're just going to add this on, probably about an inch down, and we're just going to do that like that. And then I'm going to take my Tombow, and we're just going to put this down to the card base, onto the card base. Just like that, and just hold it down just for a second. Now, because I'm going to have a bow in the middle, I am actually going to pop just the tiniest little bit of glue, oops, there. It won't be seen because we're going to put a bow on there, and just make sure that's in place. Then I'm going to take our Tombow and glue this down. I do like the colours of the cardstock and the craft card and the Blushing Bride. I think it works really well together. And then we're taking the very vanilla heart, and we're just going to pop that on top like that. And then the bear. Now, you could have popped him up on dimensionals, but I just put dimensionals on the actual heart. So that's the bear. And then taking 2 dimensionals, wherever I've put my dimensionals, here. Okay. So we just, oops. Taking 2 dimensionals and just covering the gaps on his arms there. That's that done. Now all it needs is, I have already made a bow to go there. So what I'm going to do is take some glue dots, mini glue dots, and pop some on the bow. Now you do have to be careful with this ribbon because it is quite delicate, so I tend to take the glue dots off with my fingers or a pokey tool, but I'm going to use my fingers today. And we're just going to put one there, and then another one. I put 3 just to hold the little bits down like so, and then take our bow and pop it down like that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? And then we just need to put the inside on. So now I forgot to do my refill for my snail, so we're just going to put some Tombow on this. And I'm going to pop that inside. And there you have it. So that's our very quick and easy, super gorgeous, cute baby card for today's case card. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you tomorrow with a new case card, maybe later on today. It all depends how how much time I have later, I might do another case card. Not sure what occasion yet. It will be a surprise to you and to me. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Bye bye.